Hi, this is Silas, and I'm going to show you how to tune up your computer today. This will just be a basic tune-up that should give you some increased speed if you find your computer running a little bit slow. So first thing to do, go ahead and open a web browser. You can see I already have Google's Chrome web browser already open, and I have it pointed at download.com. So go ahead and open a web browser, put it at download.com, and then we're going to actually just download a couple programs that are going to help us tune up our computer. The first program we want is CCleaner. So I'm going to type in CCleaner here, and here's CCleaner. We're going to go ahead and click download now. And what CCleaner does is it clears out all the temporary files that you have built up just from normal usage. They're always going to build up. There's nothing you can do about that. But cleaning those out every once in a while is going to give you some increased speed. And CCleaner also has a couple other functions on it that we're also going to use. And then the next program, and while it's downloading, we'll go ahead and get that one too. We're going to go ahead and get Smart Defrag. Here it is. Okay. And defrag, and we're going to go ahead and download this. And what defragment does is, for traditional hard drives, your hard drive is spinning, and what defrag does is it organizes your files on your hard drive so that the hard drive can find them faster. So the hard drive doesn't have to spin so many times to find what it's looking for. And both these functions are going to help speed up your computer. Okay, so we got actually both these downloaded. So let's just go ahead and click on the file, and let's go ahead and install CCleaner. Next. Okay. Now, always be careful whenever you're installing any sort of program. Be careful of these little, they'll try to install toolbars and all sorts of junk on there, and we don't want Yahoo. I don't let it check for updates automatically. In fact, I don't want any of this stuff, except for the start menu. So we're going to install. Okay, finish. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and run the cleaner here real quick. And okay, so that's all done. You can see that it didn't remove much for mine, and it was pretty quick. That's because I run CCleaner all the time, so that didn't have much to delete for me. You'll find that if you hadn't done this, or if you've used your computer for a while, that it might take quite some time. It'll probably remove a lot of stuff, which is a good thing. It means your computer's getting sped up. Okay, and then there's some useful things. They have a register cleaner. I wouldn't bother with this. It can give you some increased speed, but there's also some problems that can be caused by using some of the register cleaners out there. But we're going to go to Tools, and from here we can uninstall a lot of unnecessary programs on here. But more importantly, let's go ahead and click on the Startup, and you can see here are all the programs that actually start when your computer boots up. And you don't want a lot of things running here. You can see I have very few. Most of you will see that you have quite a list here, and you'll probably want to get rid of almost all that stuff here. I've got, let's see, this is actually, that's actually my trackpad driver that's loading up. I've got internet security loading up. I've got HotSync, which is for my phone. I'm actually going to go ahead and delete that. And I'm going to delete the other HotSync associated. So you can see I've only got two things starting up, which my computer is going to start faster, and then it's going to run faster while it is going because it doesn't have all that programs running in the background. And just because you stop a program from starting doesn't mean you can't access the program later. Just if you want the program open later, just open the program. It doesn't delete the program, anything like that. Okay, so that's all we're doing with CCleaner for now. And you can get rid of a lot of that stuff. If you have there's a couple of programs you don't want to get rid of. For example, if you're running Windows XP, there'll be one that says CTFMon here. Leave that on. Don't get rid of that. That's part of your important system function. But most of that stuff you can get rid of. Don't get rid of your internet security. Okay, so we're done with CCleaner for now. Let's go ahead and put in Smart Defrag. So up, and my my security wants to know what that is. Okay, so we'll install this. Okay, so that was a painless install. Okay, now the first thing to do here is go ahead, go to auto defrag and enable auto defrag, and that's going to defrag your computer when it's idle. This is a good idea to turn this on. So check that and then push apply. You can see I already have it enabled. That'll keep your hard disk in good health. And this is for if you actually happen to have a high-end computer with a solid-state hard disk. You definitely do not want to defrag. That actually is going to degrade the performance of a solid-state. But for about 99% of you, you should have a traditional spinning hard disk. And then we can go here, and that actually has a few options as defrag, and it has a couple of optimization modes on here. You can run any of these. The deep optimize should take a long time, but defrag is going to be sufficient for most. You can go ahead and start that. And again, for some of you that have not run this, or it's been a long time since you had defragged, it might take quite some time. Now, I keep my computer defragged on a pretty regular basis, so it's not, my computer is going to take pretty short time to get this done. But you might take some, if you start this, you probably don't want to be using your computer for some time. So go ahead and just let that run. And these are two things. So the main thing, we're going to clear out the temporary files, we're going to get rid of the startup programs, and we're going to defrag. There's a few other things that you can do. You also want to run a quick virus scan. Malwarebytes is a good one to run, just to get rid of if you have anything on there. So we're going to back to download.com here. Go ahead and download Malwarebytes. And yes, save. And this would be the final step to just a very basic tune-up. And for some of you, this actually might give you quite a bit of speed. So let's run Malwarebytes. Install this. Okay. Next. Okay. Okay. And then once Malwarebytes installs here, we're just going to run a quick scan on it. If we have any viruses in there, Malwarebytes is good at removing them. It's not a complete solution. You should actually have a good antivirus program in here. Malwarebytes is not one of them to protect you, but it is good at removing some of the common stuff that can get in there. So it's going to go ahead and update its database here real quick. And once we get in here, let's see here, there's the defrag is still analyzing. And I'm just going to minimize that. Okay. Write the latest version here. And we're just waiting for Malwarebytes to come up here. There we go. And a quick scan is usually going to be sufficient. Go ahead and click scan. And let it go. And when this is all done, you should have a much faster computer. Thanks. We'll talk to you next time.